Hey mom and dad, it's your favorite son, and today we're going to do a Qigong practice together. This is a really ancient practice. It's been around for thousands of years, and what makes it so cool is that it's very simple to do, and it really helps each of the organs, right, the systems and the organs to really get online, right, to balance out the body and to help you just feel awesome all the time. So what we're going to do with it, I'm going to walk you through all of the steps. Like I said, they're all really simple. And I'm going to explain a little bit as we go about, how to do them for sure, but also what to do. And we'll do about 4 rounds of each exercise, and there's 8 exercises. So it's called the 8-piece brocade. And like I said, it's been around for a really long time. When you practice, you're going to want to have some comfy clothes on. I'm wearing my tennis shoes. You can wear shoes for this. You can go barefoot if you want. Sometimes it's just more comfortable with shoes on. So most people who practice Qigong and Tai Chi, they have some kind of like light shoe on. So when we start, if you think about this, the movements, like it'll take you a little bit of time to probably get used to the movements. And that's totally fine. It took me quite a while to just get used to the different ways of moving the body, because it is a little bit different than yoga, and to really sync it up with my breathing. And I'll explain it to you every step of the way. How you want to do, you'll see this clearing exercise we do, where you inhale with your arms up and then you exhale, kind of sweeping your hands down, and then they come to rest right around, you're just below the abdomen there. And then when you breathe, the tip of the tongue will be at the roof of the mouth. And what you want to think about when you breathe, soft on the breath in to expand. So you breathe in and kind of expand through the front and then through the back, and then also kind of expanding down through the pelvic floor. And then as you exhale, still through the nose, tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth. And as you exhale, all of those areas, the belly, the low back, and the pelvic floor all kind of draw back in. So it's like a 3-dimensional sort of expansion and kind of relaxing on the inhale. And then exhaling, everything draws in just gently, no forcing, nothing like that. This is actually a really gentle practice. So as we get started here, you'll take a nice deep breath in and then exhale. And this is your resting pose. Your knees are going to be very slightly bent so that you feel nice and stable. Your spine, it almost feels as if you're sitting back a little bit so that your spine is nice and aligned. And then the head right on top of the spine there. So, just paying attention to not jutting your head forward or crunching it back, but just letting everything be in a really natural, neutral position. It'll feel a little bit more active because of that slight bend in your knees, so your legs are already a little bit more active than if you're just standing there. It's not necessarily rigid at attention, but present, like really present. And that's the basic for any of these postures, really, is coming back to this position. Breathing in, all of this expands. Breathing out, it all draws in together. So this is our starting position. The first movement works like this. You inhale and you interlace your fingers and kind of draw your arms up. And then you exhale to push your palms up. And then at the end of your exhale, you push up onto your tiptoes, hold it there for just a moment, and then exhale down. And you're just stretching up, down through the bottoms of your feet and up through the palms of your hands. And then as your next exhale comes along, you gently release. This is called the triple burner because there's like a high burner, a mid burner, and a low burner. And it's about getting all of these areas of your torso with all of your vital organs opened up so that the energy can start to move. So you inhale, flip up, and exhale to push up. You can also add in here a little stretch to the side and to the other side. You wait for your next exhale to release and bring your hands down. Now from the side, see my fingers are interlaced, and as you inhale, I'm kind of leaning forward, kind of rounding the back. And then as you exhale, you push and stand up nice and tall. So it gets the back, then the spine to move a little more fluidly. And again, you'd push up to your tiptoes, go to the side, and the side, and inhale, and exhale back down. So finding your breath with that, right? One more, inhaling, drawing in and up, and exhaling to push all the way up. Right up onto your tiptoes, and then take it to the side, and to the side. And wait for your exhale, no rush, your exhale to bring the hands back down. And that's 4 repetitions. Now, the next movement is shooting the arrow. So what we've done is we've just stretched everything up, and now what we're going to do is open across the chest. You'll see with any of these, when one muscle group stretches, like these muscles across your chest, well, the muscles on your back naturally contract. Okay, I don't have my shirt off to show you my ripped back, but you get the idea. You'll feel it in your own body. So with this one, you take a little bit wider stance. And again, we're going to add that kind of rounding as we inhale, bringing your arms up like this. And then as you squat down, right, just squat as low as you can. Don't worry about squatting as low as me. And then as you exhale, you're shooting the arrow. So you're drawing this back and point your finger that way. And then wait for your inhale just to release. Come back to center. So inhale. And then exhale, drawing back, stretching across the chest. You'll feel your back engage. Wait for to release. And then inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. See my back kind of rounding, leaning in, so this is collapsing or contracting, and then you exhale to radiate out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And that'll be our 4. So now we'll do one of those cleansing breaths. You just step back together, inhale, and exhale. Take a few more breaths here. Kind of feel what's going on in your body. You probably feel a little bit more energy and blood moving. That's awesome. When you work the legs with those squats, the legs have a lot of muscles in them, so it's really helping to move everything. And like I said, don't be too hard on your knees. Just do what you can do. You exhale and you can squat down. You don't worry too much about bringing your knees in front of your toes. That's not such a big deal. But the most important thing is just to really squat to where you can squat, okay? So that's the second one, drawing the arrow. This third movement's called separating heaven and earth. So this is for the liver side and the spleen side. It's a side opening pose. And this one we breathe slightly different. So you come from your starting position. And as you inhale, you see my hands kind of coming like this. You're inhaling, same way, just through the side. See, the elbow leads up, and then you exhale, kind of like a big stretch. You push your palm up and push this palm down. And then when your next inhale comes along, you inhale and exhale. Now, like I said, the breath is a little bit different with this one. You inhale, and on your exhale, you make like a sh sound. Inhale, and then this one, and exhale like a sound. We'll do a couple more of these. Inhale. See, my back even here is rounding a little bit before it stretches out. This whole side is stretching out. Inhale, kind of soft on the inhale. And then exhale, you start to press and extend. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. I think that was 4, but let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. We'll call that good. Release, inhale, and exhale. The fourth movement is for the neck, and they call this one, this is for internal injuries. So it's where, you know, if you think like in the olden days, you know, they're humping around on those horses all the time, and you know, out there, you know, fighting battles or whatever. And internal injuries were more, you know, they were kind of a thing because you're the way that your body's being jarred around a lot. And what this is meant to do is to really stretch across the neck and in through some of these deeper muscles in the chest as well, in order to get them to, like, when they get stressed or injured like that, the energy becomes stagnant. And so these gentle movements to start to open it up gets the energy to flow there more so that the body can heal itself more quickly. Okay, that's how these were developed, really, was, you know, for soldiers on the battlefield. So you're going to put your hands on your hips, like feet are just a normal distance apart. And then on your inhale, you're at center, and on your exhale, you just turn your head to one side. While you do that, you draw the opposite shoulder back a little. Inhale to center, exhale to the other side. Inhale to center, and that's it for this movement. We're just going to repeat that. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You might notice that one side's tighter than the other. You know, go gently. Over time, it'll balance out. So that's part 1, 4 to each side. Now part 2, you just take your hands and place them on your low back. So this changes the position of your shoulders. It changes the stretch just a little bit. But you do the exact same thing. You inhale, exhale. Same thing, draw the opposite shoulder back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center. That's part 2. Part 3, what you do is you take your hands, you hold them up just about chest height, and you see how it rounds the upper back a little bit. So the elbows are out a little bit to create this rounded position. Again, changing the position of the shoulders changes the stretch. So you hold that position and you inhale and then exhale. Opposite shoulder draws back. Inhale. Exhale. And that's it. We'll do a couple more rounds of that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. That's the 4th movement. Breathe. Now the 5th movement, it's called the bear turns its head and wags its tail. They give it these funny names because people couldn't read back then, so they had to have a way of remembering it, right? This is really for stretching, again, across the chest. It's for the heart and the lungs mainly. It's getting into it in a different way. So what you do is you inhale, kind of lift your arms up, and as you exhale, you step a little wider for this one and find a squat. You know, again, just do what you can with the squat. Your hands, see how they're turned inward like this? So not like this, turned inward like this. That helps this area to relax so that it can stretch better. Take an inhale, right, deep into the belly, just like you've been doing. And then exhale, you're gonna turn to the side and look up over your shoulder. So big stretch all the way through here. Inhale back to the center, kind of going towards the other side. And then exhale, press gently into your hand, turn to the side and turn your head. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's do inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And then come back to center here. Inhale, this is our reset pose. And exhale, kind of sweeping the energy down, cleaning the energy. That was number 5. Now number 6, this one is for the kidneys. So we use a forward bend, and you're just going to do your best that you can with the forward bend. I'll walk you through it. And focus when you breathe, especially focus on the kidney area. So this time you inhale like we did before, except without interlacing your fingers. You inhale, and then exhale to push up. So your body's nice and long here. Now we want to keep that length as you inhale, kind of reaching, leaning forward, right? You see me just leaning forward. And then as you exhale, you release. Your hands will come where your hands come to support you, okay? And as best as you can, let your body round into it and go for your toes, right? We'll take an extra breath here. When your next inhale comes along, you just roll up. All the way up, and then just go right into the next round of it. exhale, inhale, and exhale. Now, depending on where you're at with this, you can inhale to do a little twist to the side, exhale, one more inhale to the other side, exhale. When your next inhale comes along, you just round your way all the way up. Inhale, see that little rounding to the spine, and then exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Remember to breathe into your kidneys. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale all the way up. And exhale. Inhale, butt goes back, you kind of reach forward. Exhale, don't worry about how far you can go. Just be good with your body and you'll get better. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then inhale up nice and slow. And that's our 4 rounds. Exhale. Now, just with that one, just be mindful when you come up, right? When you bend forward, the blood rushes to your head. And when you come up, you just want to be sure that you come up nice and slow so that you don't get a head rush from it. That's all. Really simple. So that is the 5th one. Now, after that, we're going to do this little massaging thing. You put your thumbs in, and like the way you're not supposed to make a fist, right? You do it like that. But it helps actually for this because you're going to gently tap, not too gently, but gently enough. You don't want to injure yourself. You tap on the kidneys like this. Then you come down to your sacrum. And then you come kind of back here. You'll feel a little nerve. That tapping stimulates the blood circulation, and what it's doing is getting the energy to release from the kidneys down through the sacrum and then down through the legs, so that the energy can flow. The more that it moves, the more it's kind of like self-cleaning, right? If you have a river that's all dammed up, it gets really stagnant and gross really fast, but when the water's flowing freely, it stays nice and clean. That's the same way with the energy in your body. So, and all of this is doing that, and this little massaging technique just helps to help the kidneys so that they work more efficiently. So that's the 6th pose, right? 6th posture. The 7th one is the punching, okay? So now that we've got that energy, it's kind of an inward energy, and down, we're gonna do an outward energy. So getting the energy out to the extremities. You're going to take a slightly wider stance. And as you inhale, kind of like the bow and arrow, right? You inhale, but this hand can stay a little lower, but you still kind of hunch in. Don't make a strong fist just yet. Inhale, and then as you exhale, you start to reach out. About halfway through is when you start to clench up. So that at the end of your exhale, you're looking out over your fist. You're fully extended, and now you're fully clenched up. And then inhale, release. Just like we did with the bow and arrow, right? Back to the center. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then inhale and exhale. Take a breath. And the only thing with that pose is, again, with the squats, right? So whether you're here or here or here, doesn't really matter. What matters is that your legs are engaging. You know, as you squat down and pull up, you feel that gentle draw on the inner thighs, right? To keep your squat nice and stable, and that you really honor your body. The more deeply you can squat, the more mobility you're creating for your body, right? Which is going to definitely help support you, help keep you more stable. But you're also going to activate more muscles more intensely, which gets more blood flowing. So don't push it, but do recognize that you want to go for your edge so that you don't just do the poses, but that over time you stretch those limits just a little bit each time, and you'll gain more mobility over time as you do this. So that's the 7th pose. The 8th and final one is another really simple one. You place your hands on your hips. Take a wide enough stance that you feel comfortable and stable, but maybe not super wide. Because now that we've got all of that with the energy, what we want to do is get it down, right? So what we do is we take an inhale, and as you exhale, you just push up to your tiptoes. Inhale. Exhale, kind of pushing down through the balls of your feet, the heels raise up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So that's 4 of those. Now we inhale, put your hands like you did with the neck stretching one at the small of your back. You inhale and exhale. Inhale, kind of focusing on the energy of the back side of the body, pushing down and out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then the last one, like we did before, hands up about chest height, elbows out a little bit so you have this rounding, and now it's the front side of the body, right? All the energy of the front side of the body pushing down and out. So taking an inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And the last one here, we'll just inhale and exhale. Take a few more breaths here. You can place a hand on the belly and a hand on the heart and just breathe. Feel your breath expand in the lower and then into the upper. And exhale. Just being grateful for your body. Grateful to be able to move. grateful for us to spend a little time together, even if it's on a video. And then what you might do from here, the practice is completed. One thing that you can do, one thing that I like to do, is to move my body around a little bit. You know, you just kind of like shake it, bounce a little bit, something like this. You can do some jumping jacks if you want to. Whatever you do to just kind of shake it up and get everything in there, kind of in there and moving, right? And that's it for the day, you know. So you go through this video, do it once or twice a day, depending on how you're feeling with it. You could do it twice a day and you'd get great benefits from it. I almost always practice in the morning, and then in the evening, oftentimes I'll practice. It's a great way to kind of wind down and hit the reset button. As you memorize the movements, you can not watch the video and just do the movements and do maybe 2 rounds, or maybe you want to do a little bit longer and do 6 rounds of each one. Whatever you choose that works with your body for that day will be the right thing, okay? So it was so much fun to make this video for you. I hope you practice it. I can't wait to see what it does for you, because like I said, it's been around for thousands of years. When I first came across it, I thought of you two immediately, because it's so powerful and so simple, right? That, you know, I just knew that it would be helpful to really, especially in those winter months when you're, you know, inside a lot and everything, to really help to keep everything moving in a great way. So I hope you enjoy it, and I can't wait to hear how you like it. I love you both so much, and, you know, have a really wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye.